In the spirit of trying to make the web more accessible, today's video will be focusing on the Elementor Search widget. First, we'll take a look at two popular search engines. We'll look at their features, how they interact using a keyboard, as well as using a screen reader. Then we'll take a look at the Elementor Search widget, look at some of the options that they provide, and how accessible they feel to me personally. So as we go along, I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section. So let me know what you think Elementor is doing right and what you think they can improve so that all of us can improve together, because I am not an expert. I'm just sharing my own opinion. So now let's jump right into it. The two popular search engines we'll be taking a look at are Google and Yahoo. So now let's take a look. So here we have the Google search. So I can click in it. And when I start typing, so I can say David, it brings out the search results here. I can use my mouse to hover over the results. And we get the cancel button if you want to clear. So when we clear it, it removes the search. Same thing with the Yahoo. I can start searching for Donald Trump. It gives me my live search results. If I press here, you can see we have the clear button as well. If I clear it, it clears the search. So basically, both of them are similar. If this has a search button, Google has its own search button. Also, if I start typing, so I say maybe Jonathan, and I press the enter key, it will take me to that search. Same thing with Yahoo. If I press Jonathan and I press the enter key, it takes me into the search. So it is keyboard friendly. Now let's go ahead and test out everything using a keyboard. So I'll come back to Google. Let me go back to the beginning. And now I'll search purely using a keyboard, no mouse interaction. So first I'll go to the address bar. I'll just press Ctrl L. Takes me to the address bar. I can now start tabbing through. And now I'm on the page. I've gotten into the search. So I'll just tabbing through all of the links until I got into the search. Now within the search, I can start typing maybe Jonathan. And let's say I want to clear it. So I'll press the tab key. And okay, so Google doesn't have a visual outline, but it gives you a tooltip that says clear. So that means I'm on the clear button. When I press the enter key or spacebar, it should clear it. So spacebar, it clears the search and takes me back to my beginning of the search. So I can start typing again. So maybe I want to say David this time, David Attenborough. Okay. Then if I want to search, I can just press the enter key. Just press enter. And now that we're in the live search, I can see a bunch of search results. Say I want to check some of the results. Maybe I want to get the net worth. All I have to do is press the down arrow key. So see, down, down, and I get to the net worth. That is how easy it is. I should be able to use the arrow keys to navigate within the search results if I'm using a live search. Then when I press the enter key, it should start the search. So I press the enter key and it starts my search. So I'll do the same thing for the Yahoo. So let me press the tab, Ctrl L, tab, 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 until I get to the search. Okay, I'm in the search. Let me clear it. And I want to say maybe Johnny Depp. Okay. Let's say I want to search for the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I just press the down arrow key and I get into that search. If I want to clear, I press the tab key. Okay. It's not working. Let me start again and see if I did something wrong. So let's say I come back to the search from the beginning. Okay. So this is their search page. I'll do it the same way now. So tab to the search and I start pressing the Johnny Depp. If I press the tab key, okay, so I have to tab twice because the first one goes somewhere. I'm not sure where it goes, but tab key takes me to the clear button. Then I press the enter or spacebar. It clears the search, and what does it do? It takes me back to the beginning of the search. So I can now start writing maybe Amber heard. Okay, press the tab key, and then press the tab key again. I think the first tab takes me into the search results. I'm not sure, but the second tab takes me to the clear button, and there is a focus outline. Whereas with Google, there was that tooltip. Here we have the proper focus outline. Okay. And whenever I'm inside the search, the down arrow key will just take me into the search results. So I can start searching. I can say net worth. Okay. Enter. And it gives me my search. So that is it with the keyboard. So next, we'll try it with the screen reader. To turn on my screen reader, I'm using NVDA in this example, which is free for Windows users. If you're on a Mac, you have VoiceOver installed. I'll leave a link to where you can download NVDA in the description. The shortcut key to turn on NVDA is Ctrl-Alt-N.
Google Chrome window. Google Chrome dev. David, clickable navigation landmark store link.
Okay, to get quickly to the search navigation, I can just press the D key.
Search landmark clickable.
Okay, and now press the tab key.
Search landmark. Search combo box collapsed has autocomplete multi-line editable blank.
Okay, so now it has told me I'm in the search landmark. I'm in the search combo box, so I know I'm in the box that I can type into. So I can now start searching. So I'll search for Johnny. So
J-O-H-N-N-Y.
Okay, notice that it didn't start bombarding me with a lot of information. Then if I now press the down arrow key.
List. Johnny Depp net worth 1 of 10.
Okay, it tells me it's a list. It gave me the item name, and then it says 1 of 10. So it gives me just enough information, not overloading me with so much information at a time, because screen reader users, they don't want you to bombard them with so much information. It creates a sensory overload. You know, when somebody's, let's say, 5 people are talking to you at the same time, you get sensory overload. So that's why we try to give them as little as possible to get as much information as possible. So don't just bombard people with so much information using all of those ARIA things. That's why they say avoid ARIA if you don't know how to use the ARIA. You just use ARIA a little to augment the already imputed HTML input. So let's continue from here. If I now press, let's say I press the down arrow key again.
Johnny Depp net worth 2022 2 of 10.
Okay. So now let me press the tab key.
Clear button.
It takes me to the clear button. See? If I press that spacebar or enter key, because it tells me it's a button, that means the spacebar or enter key should clear the search. So let me press the spacebar.
Search combo box expanded has autocomplete multi-line editable blank.
And what it does is it clears the input and takes me back into the input. So my focus goes back into the input so that I can start searching again. So that's it for Google. Let's try it with the Yahoo search.
Yahoo search landmark. Search query combo box collapsed has autocomplete editable search the web blank.
Okay. It told me search landmark. That means they've put a role equal to search somewhere or a search HTML widget. And they've also now told me I'm in the search combo box. So I know that I'm in that input where I can type into. So let me start searching for Johnny. So
J-O-H-N-N-Y. 10 new suggestions shown.
Okay, so all it just told me is 10 new suggestions shown. It doesn't bombard me with now listing all of the suggestions. It just tells me 10 new suggestions shown so that I just, okay, that means my search is yielding some results. Now when I press the down arrow key, I can now start accessing the result items. So down arrow.
List. Johnny Depp American actor 1 of 10. Johnny Cash American country singer 2 of 10.
See?
Johnny Vegas 3 of 10.
Okay, and that's how I can keep going. Now when I press the tab key.
10 new suggestions shown. Search query combo box expanded has autocomplete editable Johnny
Tab
Vegas.
key again.
10 new suggestions. Clear button.
Okay, so I think I don't know what goes on. When I press the tab the first time, it takes me somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly it takes me to, but then the second tab key takes me to the clear button and so on. So it's similar to the Google search. They follow similar structure and pattern that let me go ahead and close the NVDA first. Or let's first test out the clear button. If I press the spacebar,
Search query combo box expanded has autocomplete editable search the web blank.
so
10
it
new
does
suggestions
exactly
shown.
the same way Google does it, that it clears the input and takes me back into the input. So my focus goes back into the input. Let me go ahead and close NVDA.
Exit NVDA.
So now we've gotten an idea of how the search should work. So let's go ahead and test out Elementor Search. So here we are on the Elementor edit page. Let me go ahead and drop in the search widgets. I'll search for search. So here we have the search widget. It comes with a lot of options from Elementor. We have the placeholder text, which is what we see. Okay, now let's go here. Okay, where we go to this, you can see the placeholder text here. You can edit it to add in whatever text content you want. Then you can give an icon if you want for the search. You can say you want it to autocomplete. You can add a clear button. Let me see, John. You see the button here that comes up. That's the clear button. And you can do other things like the submit button, called search. You can change that to something else, maybe go or something, and so on. So we have all of these. You can go into the results and we get the live results. These live results is what we see here when we start searching and we press maybe John. These are the live results. Then when we press the Google search, that now takes you to the search results page, which is created using an archive template. So that's it for the live results. So let's say we want the live results. I already created a template. So search for my template. I think I called it live. Okay, yeah. Live search template. I want it to only be one column. Yes. And then maybe 6 rows. Then we can also go ahead to do other things like equal height. Let me say I want them to be equal height. Then the query, at the moment, it is going to search through everything. So your pages, your posts, your custom post types, and so on. But let's say you want to limit the search to only a certain custom post type or maybe only your posts. In this example, say I want to only limit it to my posts or say posts as the source. So that's it. It will only now search through my posts. Then you can filter it down to be more specific if you want. So maybe this search widget can be on a specific page, and in that page, you only want to search through maybe your documentation, something like that. So we have that. Then you can also do things like add pagination. So maybe you want it to only show 6 results and then add some paginations at the bottom. So you can do that. But let's just keep it simple like this. Publish it. Then I'll go ahead and preview it on the front end. So here we have our search. Let me now search for a post that I know exists, which is the hello world. So hello. And we get our results. So we have the live result here, which just shows the template I created. I just put the post title and the publish date. That's all. So now when I press this, I can now go directly into that post, or if I press the search button, then it takes me to my search results page. Okay, so that's working. So now let me start typing again with HALL. Okay, it gives me these 2 results. If I want to clear the search, I press the clear button and it clears using the mouse. Now let me go ahead and test it out using purely a keyboard. So I'll press Ctrl L to start searching. And now I'm within my search. So let's start searching for hello. Okay, I get my result. Now let me press the down arrow key like I did with the other ones. Okay, it works. So the down arrow key is able to get results. Let me make it just 2, so let's see if it's working. Okay, So now press the down arrow key. First result, second result. So good. Now let's go ahead and see if I press the tab key, if I can get to my close button. So tab. So it is not. So basically, it's doing both the arrow keys and the tab key are doing the same thing. They are going into the search. But like I showed with most of the other searches, which is the way people are used to, the arrow keys will search between the live results. Then the tab key is supposed to take me to all the other content. So not within the search results. It start taking me through the list of buttons that are there. So clear, we have the search by voice, we have the search by image, and so on, and then the buttons. But with the Elementor one, first, it takes me through all of the, so it first takes me to the entire search result, then the tab key again, I'll start taking me through the links. And it doesn't actually take me to this button. So this button is just there, but I can't access it using a keyboard because I've been trying. Yeah, there's no way. So from the search icon, if I press the shift tab, it goes into the list. So this button is basically there, but not there because I can't access it using a keyboard. So that is the one thing I think Elementor should look into. The tab key should not interact with the live results. From what I've seen from most search widgets, it is the arrow keys that goes into the live results. The tab key just goes from the search to the clear button, then to the submit button or whatever button that exists. Then the other thing that we'll do is test using a screen reader. Like I showed with the other ones, it should not have too much noise. So let's see if this avoids creating too much noise. So I'll turn on my screen reader by pressing the Ctrl-Alt-N. Okay, let me just go ahead and refresh the page. So I'll delete.
Test the search Elementor Cricoblock testing.
Okay,
Button
so now let me
opens
press
dialog
using the
accessibility
keyboard.
checker. Skip to content link.
Let me press the D key.
Banner landmark law. Primary navigation landmark main landmark clickable search clickable toolbar navigation. Main landmark clickable search landmark search. Main landmark. Search landmark. Search combo box collapsed has autocomplete editable type to start searching.
Okay, so it
Blank.
tells me, because I'm in the main landmark and then I created the search landmark, so it says main landmark first because there was no text before that. If there was some text before that, then it will have ignored that main landmark. So it tells me main landmark, then I'm in the search landmark, okay? And it tells me the combo box thing. So I can now start searching. So I'll search for Johnny or hello.
H-E-L-L. Results for hell. Results for hell. The Great Con Where Style Meets Substance in Modern Heist Cinema, the 30th of January, 2025. My girlfriend Amy when love and rivalry share an apartment, the 30th of January, 2025. Rock your entrepreneurial journey in 4 epic steps. The 30th of January, 2025. The importance of ARIA labels in web design, the 30th of January, 2020.
Okay, so now there is a whole lot of problems there that I'm not sure what's going on. So first, here is the problem. Number one, it is giving me the results, listing everything, like it's mentioning the entire result. Number two, it's even mentioning results that don't exist here. So basically, it's listing all of my results, whereas there are only two results
where
here.
Style meets substance in modern heist
Let
cinema.
me try it again and let me show you what I mean. So I'll press H-E.
The Great P. Results for HEP. Results for HEP. It seems we can't find what you're looking for. Pagination. Collapsed. Results for HEP.
So it's basically announcing things that I can't even see visually because it's announcing pagination. There is no pagination here. I didn't set any pagination. Then if I now press the H-E-L-L.
L. Results for hell. L. Results for hell. Results for hell. The Great Con Where Style Meets Substance in Modern Heist Cinema, the 30th of January, 2025. Hello World. The 29th of January, 2025. Pagination. Results for Hell.
So, I don't know, the last time it was announcing results that didn't exist, so I guess maybe it had created, maybe when I had pressed the HEL, it had already created that announcement, and so it was announcing results that were not even shown on the screen. That is a problem, and it's announcing too much. Like I said, it's too much. All it needs to announce is just the number of results. So say maybe 6 results found, and that's it. It should be me that should now start pressing the up and down arrow keys to go through the list. So let me see if that works. So press the down arrow key down.
The Great Con Where Style Meets Substance in Modern Heist Cinema visited link.
Okay.
The 30th of January, link Hello World. The 29th, button search.
So technically, it's not actually doing what all the other ones do. So I think there's just a problem. I guess that is a limitation
Exit
of
NVDA dialog. What would you like?
I guess that's a limitation of using a page builder in general. See, whereas with all of these ones, when I search, let me turn it on again.
Google Chrome window list. John Attenborough English Executive hyphenation point David Attenborough and number 39S brother 1 of 10.
Okay, so it just basically it links everything as one item. So everything is linked as one item, and basically then I can go down the list and so on. But with the page builder using Elementor, I guess because I put the link on an image box, so it only links the title of the heading, and that's it. And there were some issues.
Exit NVDA.
So I think in terms of the screen reader, Elementor is creating a problem, and that problem is that they're announcing the whole thing. They're announcing the entire result, which creates noise. That means if I press HE, it will announce all the results. If I press another letter, it will start announcing all the results again, and that is too much information. Like I said, sensory overload. All it needs to announce is just the number of results. Then, if there are 5 results found, then I can now go through that result by just pressing the down arrow key. So let me go ahead and see how their HTML output is. So right click, and then I'll inspect it. And let's see. So they have let's go to the beginning. Okay, they have the search. And then within that search, we have a form. Okay. Then within the form, we have a label, which I'm seeing. I guess the label is hidden. It's not a visible label. Okay. And then the label is connected to the input. Okay. So we have the input, and okay, Avia autocomplete list. I don't know what role equal to combo box, maybe. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just looking at it. Type equal to search. Okay. Then they literally put an Avia hidden equal to true on the button, but it is a button. It's supposed to perform an action, but yet they have put an Avia hidden equal to true on it. So that means it is not visible to a screen reader user at all. It's not visible to a keyboard user at all as well, because it's not actually a button. It is just an SVG icon with interactions. So that's a problem. So they should look into that. It should be a button. Let's go ahead and check out Google's version and go ahead and inspect it. And you'd see. So we have the search. Where does the search start from? Okay, we have the form, which has a role equal to search, which is what most of us do. But I think the search landmark is relatively new, and so I guess it's okay to use that search HTML element. But then you can just use the form role equal to search as well. That will work. Then let's see. So they have a div. Within the div, all the way down into it. They now have the text area input. Okay. Then what else? Let's see the buttons. Okay. This is the button. A div with a role equal to button. So you see, they use a div, but they put the role equal to button on it to at least tell a screen reader user that it's a button. And I'm sure they'll have put some other things like the tab index, yes, to make it focusable. So at least the screen reader user can get access to it. The keyboard user as well can get access to it. So that's why it is focusable. And then the list of links. So this list of links, for them, they used the role equal to option, I think. Yeah, so role equal to option inside of a list. So that's why it was able to tell us the number of items, because they're using a list. The list is using the role equal to list box, which is similar to what we get. I think it's the same thing you use when you're using your media, when you have your media files as well. This is what they also use, the list box role in your, so that's why you can navigate to your media files using your arrow keys, up and down arrow keys. So something similar. And within that list, so I suspect, yes, so the li would have a role equal to presentation. Then the actual link will now have the role equal to, let's see, where is it? To option, yes. So it will be the UL with a role equal to list box, the li with a role equal to presentation, because the direct child of a list box must be the option, but they have a focusable element or an element that has interaction inside that list item, maybe a button or a link or something like that. So that's why they now have to make the li to have a role equal to presentation, which removes it from the accessibility tree. And basically, from the perspective of an accessibility tree, it goes like this, that the li does not exist. Only the list box followed by the option, and that's the role equal to option here. Every other thing, let me go ahead and show you the list tree. This is the tree view, and let me see if I can get to it. So this one, as you can see, it's clearly right there, ignored, because I put a role equal to presentation, that gets ignored. Any div as well will get ignored. So all is seen from an accessibility standpoint is a list box and a set of options. So we have the list box and a set of options. All of those divs and everything, they are all ignored. It should be the same thing with the Yahoo search as well. So let me search for Johnny and inspect it. Look at the accessibility tree. Okay, so that's it. So you see exactly the same thing. Role equal to list box and role equal to option. That is how your search should look like. It should have a role equal to list box and a set of options. This is what will now give the screen reader the idea of how many items exist. So it will tell it there are 10 items, and then it will give it all of those information. So this is what I think I wrote a GitHub request a long time ago. I think during the release of version 3.24 or so, when they first released the live search, I said it is good if they can just take an example from either Google or from the Yahoo search. I especially said Yahoo search because I feel like Yahoo search follows the rules a lot more. So that's why I gave them those examples, but I think they didn't listen to me at that time. And instead, they went for this output element here that they're using to announce the output. From my little research, the output element is purely for outputting the results of a calculation. So let's say in your form, you have a mortgage calculator, and then you have where the user inputs their amount, and then you want to show them the total, or like in your invoice or something like that, you want to show them the total. So you can now use that output to declare what the total value will be, so that when the person is like imputing, he knows, okay, I've added so many items, the total value is 25 because it uses the alert role for the screen reader. So for each input text you put, it will always keep announcing a result. So that's why I don't think the use of the output here is even correct. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe they can like show me where they found that the output is the best HTML element for this in the comment somewhere. Thank you. So this is the output. And then within the output, let me go ahead and search for something. So hello. Let's see, what does it do? So when I now search for hello, okay, like I said, because they're using that output element, even though they have set this area live equal to polite or whatever, whenever there's any change inside the search, it will keep announcing it to the screen reader user. So it will keep announcing the total results as well as the pagination, even when there is no pagination. That's the problem. So you don't even use the output at all. Please, just get rid of that output. I don't think that is right. I think just follow the standard of every other person. Use the list box and the option role, and that should be fine, I believe. But, well, I'm still learning. So if Elementor can show me where they found the pattern that I used for this element, please, I'll be all ears. I would like to learn so I can improve my whole understanding. And finally, the last thing that Elementor is doing, which I don't fully agree with, is changing both the label and the context content. Because usually they want you to not change. You have the name, role, and value. Usually you shouldn't change two at the same time. You can only change one at a time. Don't change any of those two at the same time. So here you see now, right, the results for hello, and they also changed the content inside it. I don't think that is right. Usually you change only one at a time. So either you are changing the role, or you are changing the name, or you are changing the value. Don't change two at the same time because it will start creating confusion for a screen reader user or somebody who is using like voice search or something like that. Avoid changing both the name and the value at the same time. But yeah, with that being said, I think Elementor have done a good job in adding this live search, because I don't think I've seen so many people who have been able to implement live search in their widgets. So that is a very good thing that Elementor implemented. But I'm hoping that they will change the HTML output. Just use, like I always advocate for, use tested patterns. Patterns that already exist and people have gotten used to. Use those patterns and then maybe just make some slight modification. Don't go ahead and try to like reinvent the wheel. Try to recreate everything from scratch, because doing that sometimes can have, it's like a double-edged sword. Sometimes it might be good in the long run. Other times you might be following a path that doesn't lead anywhere and then it creates problems. So that's why it's always good to first follow the standard and then just make some slight adjustments to the standard. So if you have any other suggestions, if you think there are any ways that Elementor can improve, please let them know in the comment section. I believe at least one or two of their members will watch this video and listen to your comments. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.